Alright, we had to start the camera back up because the camera went dead, right? And I'm gonna click on formulation. Okay, that's where I'm going. Alright, and it says, well, that's synonymous. That's synonymous with invention. Okay, you know, you got formulation and you got formula. But reading the definition of formulation, the action of devising or creating something, okay? A particular expression or an idea, thought, or theory. This is the second one. This is the one I want, okay? It says, a material or mixture prepared according to a particular formula. So when them Moab over there, the Chinese, is creating those generic drugs to sell to America to give to Jake, that's what they are inventing. All right, drugs. So invention is synonymous with formulation, okay, or formula. And I just read you the definition. The second one, it says a material or a mixture prepared according to a particular formula. That's dope dealers, man. So them boots over there are dope dealers too, because they following after America, right? Okay, so finish that off, and we're gonna see the future of them gooks over there. What the Bible say? Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 15 and 48. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions.
Thou hast followed her and is hated in all her works and inventions. Being dope dealer. You see? You became a dope dealer. You Moabite, since you produced them pharmaceutical drugs, them generic pharmaceutical drugs, you became dope dealers like the elites. Go ahead.
Therefore said the Most High.
Therefore said the Most High. Give me Isaiah, what did I say? Jeremiah 40 and 48 and 47. Let's see the future for what, since you became like Edom, since you became like these so-called Americans, let's see your future, you Chinese over there in Asia, Moab. Let's see what your future say according to the Bible. Let's look into the scriptures, see the counsel of the Most High. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 47. Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab.
He said, yet will I bring again the captivity of who? Moab. That's slavery. Go ahead.
In the latter days.
In the latter days, dealing with the future. So, you Chinese are going in slavery up under Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Go ahead.
Said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, thus far is the judgment of Moab.
Slavery. So, if you want to know the future of the Chinese over there, thinking they gonna rule, thinking they the next ruler, what does the Bible say? The Most High said, it's the judgment of Moab thus far to go into captivity. In the latter years, they're dealing with the future, man. Out of there, man. But I thought he came for everybody. Nah, that ain't what the Bible says. These people don't read, nor understand the scriptures. Let's go to Genesis, man. I want to go to Genesis, the 4th chapter, man. All right, we finna touch on Eve, how Eve gonna take that chip. You know what I'm saying? Start at the top, Genesis, the 4th chapter. Because Eve's gonna take that RFID chip. All you gotta do is go into the scriptures and look into the past, man, and see how Eve was reacting. Look at her now. She way off course. She out of there, man. She rebellious, man. Refused to be under the rule of an Israelite man. She refused to be up under the rule of an Adamite man back then, but now she refused to be up under the rule of an Israelite man. So let's dive into the scriptures and see how Eve was, and let's see the future of Eve today. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife.
Yeah, he knew her. He went into his pocket. He done that. Okay?
And she conceived.
Yeah, she conceived. She had children. Just like the scripture say, be fruitful and multiply. Right? Go ahead.
And bare Cain.
And bare Cain. Go ahead.
And said, I have gotten a man.
No. Sorry. Go to 3rd chapter. I was off. Yeah.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh Basham Yahushai power had made.
Yeah. He was crafty, man. He was crafty, man. He was basically strong in deception. He was crafty, man. Serpent. Which that serpent got the same, that serpent at that time got the same spirit as Esau got today, the so-called white man. Okay? Okay? And that's symbolic talk. Okay? In other words, for you to understand, that's slang talk. Okay? The serpent was an actual man. It was a nation of people. Just like you got a nation of Edomites, you had a nation of serpents back then, just like you had a nation of Adamites. Okay? And they was after Eve, man. They was after them, man. Go ahead.
And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said,
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Yep.
Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. Verse 5.
He lied to her. He hit her with a quick lie. He sold her a dream. See? He fast talking. Go ahead.
For the Most High do know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods.
See? You shall be as gods. So Eve hearing that, he hit her with that quick dream, fast talking. Eve like, wait a minute. She told him what the Most High had said. Look, we can't eat of that fruit, which take on that knowledge. Okay? All we know is good. We can't cross over to know bad. We can't do that. And she told the serpent, and then he hit her with, shoot, if you do that, then you're gonna become a god. Then you're gonna be like a god. So Eve like, man, I want to become a god. I want to have that insight about the future and increasing human knowledge and increasing intelligence. That's what Eve wanted. Okay? She wanted to know good and bad. She wanted to have that balance at that particular time. So she wanted to go above Adam, because all Adam knew was good. She wanted to go above him. Okay? And the serpent went to her, hit her with something quick. She told him, but she gave in, she broke it. Okay, go ahead.
Knowing good and evil.
See, knowing good and evil. So Eve like, wait a minute, I want to become a god then. So the reason why I'm saying that is to fast forward you into the future about this RFID chip. When Esau implemented full scale enforcing, Eve, which is the Israelite woman, she want to be above the man. She don't want to be up under him. So she want to be up above the man. And what's going to complete that? Having that technology to where she can answer the phone with the RFID chip, open that door with the RFID chip, cut off the lights in the house with the RFID chip. That's what she want to do. Become a God. Go ahead.
So, verse 6.
In other words, a judge on earth.
I like this beginning boss.
Go ahead.
So, verse 6.
Good.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes.
Yeah, it's pleasant to the eyes, man. Yeah, you think you're doing something right, but it brought death to you. You got that RFID chip, you living it up. You're able to cut off your lights in the house, you're able to answer the phone with your hand, okay? You're able to lock the car doors, you're able to open the car doors. Yeah, you living it up, but it's death. Go ahead.
And a tree to be desired to make one wise.
To make one wise. Now let's look up that word wise right there. Because this is dealing with knowledge. Okay? And what Esau is doing, fast forward into the future, when you read Revelation 13 and Revelation 14, when it's dealing with the RFID chip, that goes into technology. That goes into the knowledge. Okay? What they want to do is go beyond human okay? Now, we're dealing with that word wise right there, right? In Genesis. We're looking it up. Sahel, and it's wise, right? Strong's 879:19, and it says be prudent to have foresight of the future. That's what prudent means. To be circumspect, wisely understand, understand, prosper. I want something else up. To have insight, have comprehension. Okay? To have insight, to have comprehension. What else is on here? To prosper, have success, to cause to prosper. So what I wanted out of here is to have insight, have comprehension. Have insight, comprehension. Okay? So when you deal with that word prudent right there, prudent is basically to where you can see, have insight on the future. Okay? So when dealing with that word wise right there, Eve wanted insight and to have comprehension about the future. To be prudent. Okay? To have that intelligence. Okay? That's what she wanted. So, read it.
Looked up wise here in online etymology, and it means having the power or discerning and judging rightly.
See? That's what Eve wanted. She wanted to be a judge. See? She wanted to be able to judge situations. She wanted to be over Adam. You see? See how it's all playing out? Okay, continue.
She took of the fruit thereof.
She took it
And
in,
then-
which it wasn't no actual fruit. What it deals with knowledge and wisdom. Okay? Knowing good and evil. That's what it was. Okay? It wasn't no apple. And when you look at a man's neck, that's not an Adam's apple. Adam did not eat the apple, and the apple got stuck in his neck, and that's why you got an Adam's apple. You stupid people. That's why men got an Adam's apple. You stupid people. Go ahead, bro.
And did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her.
Yeah. So he told her, she told him about the left-hand side. So she was tapping into the left-hand side. That's Eve. Okay? And she went to Adam and started telling Adam about the left-hand side. Okay? Go ahead.
And he did eat.
And he did eat. So you're going to have a lot of these women, these Israelite women, take that chip and get what they're going to do. Take it to the Israelite man. There's nothing new up under the sun. Because guess what Eve want to be? Over the man, over the Israelite man. She want to be the judge of the earth. And guess who the serpent going to go after? Eve. Esau going to go after her all over again. That's why the man is out of the house. See? That's why he's out of there. Because Eve want to be a judge, and when she making decisions, guess what she going to do? Bring death to the whole household. Or she going to judge off her emotions. My kids need to eat. I want to get ahead in this life. I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to prosper. I can see the future, which she can't, which is destruction. Because why? She been hanging around the crowd. She believes in Esau. She believes in America, man. She believes in this system. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open.
The eyes of them both were open. Open to what? Knowing good and evil. Okay, go ahead.
And they knew that they were naked.
And they knew that they were naked. Okay? Now, that word naked right there is twofold. Okay? You can be actually naked, and you can be, hold on, let me get over there and show you. Let me get over there and show you, because see, now we're in the Genesis, and Jake is looking. So I got to bring out all precepts for the tribe. You know what I'm saying?
These are sewer schools.
Give me Exodus 32 and 25. Exodus 22 and 35. You can be actually naked, right? Without clothes, and you can be naked another way. Meaning that word naked is twofold, okay? Meaning it has more than one meaning. Exodus 32 and 25.
This is Exodus chapter 32 and verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked,
Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, so you can understand what I'm saying through the scripture. Go ahead.
for Aaron had made them naked.
How did he make them naked? By causing them to sin and worship idols. Okay, go ahead.
Unto their shame among their enemies.
So were they actually naked with no clothes? Nah, they was naked because they were sinning. Okay, so read that again.
This is Exodus 32 and 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
See? Among their enemies. So Go back to Genesis.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
They knew that they what? They naked is twofold. They had more than one meaning. They knew they were sinning. Okay? They knew that. Go ahead. Meaning they were actually naked and they knew they were sinning. Okay? That twofold. They had more than one meaning. Go ahead.
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves a board.
April.
Apron.
Read it again.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed
Fig leaves.
together and made themselves aprons. Verse 8. And they heard the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushua power walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's power among the trees of the garden.
So they hid themselves amongst the trees. Now, were those actual trees? Nah. Those were people. So give me Ezekiel 31 and 16. And then one of y'all brothers stay in Genesis and give me verse 21. So that's why I was saying that they was actually naked. And they put them fig leaves on them, right? That's twofold. That means dealing with sin, and they was actually naked. Now, when you read later on in the chapter, Genesis 3 and 21, when you read in there, okay, it shows you what the Most High told them to do. Ezekiel 31 and verse 6, This is where you at? Start at 8.
Okay, this is Ezekiel 31 and 8. The cedars in the garden of the Most High could not hide him.
Who? Adam. The Adamites. And his wife. Go ahead.
The fir trees were not like his.
They were not like them. Why? Because they stood out because they had what? The statute, laws, and commandments, man. There was a chosen back then. There was the Adamites, man. They were set up to govern the earth. Okay? They were set up to be example to the other nations. They weren't like the other nations. Go ahead. That's why that serpent knew to go to Eve, because they weren't like the other nations. All they knew was good. Okay, go ahead.
Boughs and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of the Most High was like unto him in his beauty.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 9. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches,
Go ahead.
so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of the Most High envied him.
Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So, what are the trees? People. How can the tree envy you? I guess the tree envying us right now. You're standing right here. I guess that. That's just what it is. Yeah, I got a tree talk. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is parabolic talk, man. It's secrets. Okay? And if you don't understand that slang talk, you'll be in a confused state. Okay? Give me Mark 8 and 24. Mark 8 and 24. And then we're going back to Genesis.
This is Mark 8:24. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea. And so
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 24. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
So when he healed the blind man, when Yahweh Shai healed the blind man, what did the blind man say? He said, I see men as trees walking. Read it again.
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 24. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
See? So it's symbolic when you read in Genesis that trees are talking about people. So go back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. Verse 8.
Go to the part where they sold aprons.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
Like I said, that naked is twofold. Meaning they sinned and they were actually naked. Okay? Go ahead.
And they sewed fig leaves